Hey everyone, I'm Keralis and welcome to episode 19 in our journey throughout Foundation. So as always, just sit back, relax and enjoy. And if you guys want to play the game yourselves, there's going to be a link for that in the description. And also, I'm truly sorry for my absence. I've been a little bit sick. So without further ado, what happened in the previous episode of Foundation? We've added a little fishing village just off the main city over here. And I gotta say, having the organic shapes which the game offers, this was such a quick job, but it just becomes cozy and I guess adorable at the same time. I love it. So yeah, that is something we did. We also added a cathedral. And I know. People have been saying, Keralis, it looks a little bit tiny from this angle. And it's not always the size that matters, okay? But I do agree. And the only way to make it better would be to rise it up a little bit. Downside is it's gonna look huge from the back, and don't get me wrong, I like big backs, but this. Let's see here. So let's say I would just raise it up just well, yeah, you guys are right. You are, but well, I guess I could keep it like this, but then no. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe just rise up this part, but it's gonna be like a little hunchback scenario. And okay, I'm gonna try it. It's gonna destroy the 420 capacity, but it is what it is. We'll see how that looks. Okay. But what is the objective of today's episode? Today's episode will be mainly about a castle. And you might be, but Keralis, we already have one. Yes, but no, but yes. This is just a protective keep, which is not a castle. I want to have a main castle in the city. And oh, hello. What's happening over here? Requesting manuscripts for tools. How many tools do we have in our possession? 523 and manuscripts. There's something I don't really use much. So at once, Your Excellency. Let's accept that and confirm. Yeah, I want to have like a main castle here. Downside is, let me just do this. Let me just hide the UI. You see, I can't really build further this way, which kind of sucks. Maybe have misplaced the main placement of the city in the beginning stages. But I ain't moving it now. So we still have a little bit, okay, the little bottleneck will be just over here, I guess. Because we could have an entrance just here and then maybe loop around with walls. Maybe we could have done is even, let's just get rid of this, maybe even follow the vineyards over here. Okay, it might not be great, but a castle wall in a bendy shape all the way around here and then into this area, and maybe even having some houses within the castle walls. Who knows? But one thing which we need to take care of is everybody thriving. Yes, I think there's no badness on the horizon. Well, a little bit of badness over here. What's happening over here? Ho! Let's get some patrol guys in here. Ooh, we need more people. Anybody coming? We have 785 happy souls. Well, mostly unhappy to be honest. But one thing which I need to do is get rid of this over here. And I don't want to do that. But I think that is a must. So what if I change that to a treasury? Yeah, let's do, well, not treasury, just barracks maybe? Because what was that? Let me see here. That is the barracks. Now we can just change that to treasury. Yes. That's gonna get rid of this, right? Boom. And it's gone. Well, let's not cry about that. Let's add ourselves a tiny keep. Pretend, okay? Pretend. Like this, something, yeah, that'd be fine. I mean, it's not really important because we're gonna be building a beautiful castle instead. And then just in the back to make a little bit of a shape, let's maybe do this. This is not needed, but it's gonna look amazing. Will it? Will it though? Yeah, it's alright. Apply the changes. Which now means that I can pretty much go into this. I'm just gonna see how that looks. So if I would just do the big keep, which I haven't seen yet, which is modest. So we have the rusty 45 keep. This is kind of I wish I could use more of those though. And this is the big one. So what exactly? Ew. Yeah, I mean, can I do more of those? I can. Oh. So as long as you have the main keep, you can just use as many parts as you like out of it. But once you build one, you can't build more of them. This is great. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be super useful to know. There we go. Okay, you guys carry on doing that. And now let's try to lag back to the main city over here. And, what does one do? Okay, so let's say we would have, just to pre-plan this a little bit, let's say we're gonna go into the monuments, the castle. Let's start with, I guess, barracks to begin with. And let's make ourselves, or no, or yes, no. Let's do this instead. Let's do fortifications, and let's do maybe stone castle gates house. This is just to test it out. Nothing is set in stone. Well, this is because it's made out of stone. So if I do that and then go into monuments, build a castle, build barracks to start off with, and maybe use some of the towers. Oh, okay, so those guys snap. Huh. Bad, good, ugly, we just don't know yet. So that would be something like here. And then on the other side, we're gonna have actually the same thing, but maybe a little bit different. Like this side could be a house or something, because this is just the main. Yay! Oh, not bad. Yeah, that could work. Maybe even get that a little bit lower and that a little bit higher or something. And then maybe even have one of those little balconies. Or the saving. Those little balconies. Yeah, one thing which I noticed that you guys been pointing out is that why don't you add like door entrances on those guys? And the thing about that, I don't think that is remotely possible. Like if I just take a gate or a door, it just snaps on ground level and you can't move it up and down. So it's a balcony but without the bits. Maybe a window would kind of work. Let's see here. If I rotate it this way and then take it up. I mean, it's not great. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work. So let's say that would be the castle entrance. We still have quite a bit of space to use over here this way. Then this would be pretty much going up here and then following the shape going out here, following this shape going around here, which means, what does it mean? That means we need to clear off this area. By the way, do I have a forester guy? Is you one of those? Well, most definitely yes. You get bushes on your back. So let's get rid of all this over here. How far do we gonna go? That is the question. Let's go maybe to zop, or maybe further up like that. Perfect. Yes. And now remove all those resources. And if we change our minds, we can always replant them. Well, not the iron vein here in the middle, but the rest of it. Bam! So I guess let them get to it, and while they're doing that, let's unlock one more thing here in the kingdom category. What do we have? The mess hall, the healing house, the private quarters, and the privileges. And this is the Court of Heroes. A marble and gold monument that bolsters the happiness of all combatants of the realm. Okay, so that's gonna be something as well. So let's get the mess hall, then let's just continue down the path. And this is pretty much just separate buildings, which are not gonna be included in the castle, maybe within the castle walls. Oh, who knows? But first things is first. Is everybody still alive? Oh, peoples! Welcome, welcome, and welcome. And you're back? Supplying wandering monks? No. No time for that. Building a castle. So yeah, let them just clear it off so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna get back to you ASAP. Speed us up. It's not really that visible. But then again, it's just a gatehouse. So I think that might work. And look at this. It's becoming an empty canvas where we can paint all those little happy trees and happy accidents. And by the way, I've noticed comments about the farms outside that I should get rid of those. And you're right. Yes, you are. Because a natural development of a city would be moving housing outside the city walls, but I'm quite fond of those. So I guess for this season or this playthrough, we're gonna keep them. Next one, we might change it up a little bit. But what goes for this? I will do this. I will add myself one of those keeps just to see how that would look. Let's say we would just put it in maybe like this in the back with the balcony. We could have so many of them. Super expensive though, but yeah. Let's say we'll do something like that just to see how it looks. Size-wise, or needs to be bigger. Yeah, with towers and such, I think it's gonna be I think we might be auto-saving. Yes, we are. Yeah, with some towers, I think that's gonna just pop. And once it pops, you pretty much can't stop. But what goes for this? I'm thinking to myself, what a wonderful day. No, I'm thinking like this, because I could just use the natural fortifications. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe in places that could work. That way around, I guess. So we get the catwalk on the inside. Yeah, maybe. But let's not do that. Let's just get a little bit of girth girth into this place. So I will from this. Let's maybe add ourselves just one of those. Because I could just use them as well. Downside with using them is going to be like the elevations or the angles and everything is going to be really mad. Because obviously the terrain is not even here. So if I just raise those up, it's going to be like womp, 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 womp. Which is not bad. It is not. But I can't take stuff like that. It just drives me nuts. So let's say we would do something like that. Maybe in the back we would snap one of those guys. And don't worry, this wall here in the back is going to be gone as soon as we have figured this out. That could be a little house in the back. Maybe even, yeah, maybe like this. That goes up a little bit. Just to add a little bit of interest into this. Are we though? Yes, I think we are. This could be added over here. Bring that up. This is just going to be the outer wall. And then we might have like a secondary wall for the big keep, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Ooh, hey, okay, that might actually be a thing. So if we do this on this, no, and a naked one on the other side, maybe just one of those simple ones, simpletons. Yeah, I think that might work. And I don't know if I want to bore you guys to death with this, because I will just be placing random bits and bobs once again. But then, no, but then we can just maybe have this. Huh. So if I would just go a little bit here and then we bend it, follow that shape, go all the way to here. Just to mix it up, because I think we're still going to be enclosed within the city walls if I do this. So let's say I would go from this guy into that guy somehow. Like that, like this. Let's just go straight, guys, over here. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Yeah, I mean, it has its beauty because it just follows the terrain. I guess, and that's a positivity. And then we just go over here. We're gonna add an interesting shape here in the end, maybe even further out. Yay! So that would be a part of the castle wall. Here in the little bend over here, we could have another tower. So okay, so we have the barracks. How much space do we have in the barracks? 118. That is plenty. But let's add one more, which is gonna be a little tower, maybe a round one. Yeah. So that would be coming off here. Maybe even a little bit higher. Shapes. It's all about the shapes, okay? It's all in the shapes. If we can get a nice shapes going, it doesn't have to be realistic because it won't be. It's only game. It's only game. So why you have to be mad? And then here in the back, let's do a little shape as well. I don't know about this. Yeah, not super happy. The beauty of this is that we can move it as a unity. So we can just spin it, bop it, and poop it down. And if I want to have it like going like this, I could. Because that means that could be going a little bit outside the city wall, maybe, or just getting a nicer shape. I mean, that looks cool. Because it kind of like follows the wall, but the wall's going to be going this way, and then we can have another one going that way. Cross paths, cross beams. Don't listen to me. It's not perfect, but let's pretend that is going to be a little stair of some type. This could be a thing. Bam! So we have a passageway this way, we have a passageway this way, passageways all over the place. Something like this? It's hard to see. Do you see? Because I don't see. It's just grayscale. But I mean, that could be maybe a thing in the future. Then we have this looping around, that goes over here. Straight shape, bendy shape. But we can fix that. We can fix that. And then we have one of those keeps over here. One thing which we could have done is... Yeah, I don't see. I can't see. But we can maybe even have... Let's say I would snap it up a little bit, get this guy going. Then just go up, and then we have another gate over here, which means... What does it mean? I'm gonna show you. Let's see, it just goes over here. See, that's what I mean. Placing random bits and bobs with Keralis. Yeah, we can fix that, I think. So let's say this over here would be like a main entrance to the castle. This wall is going to be gone. Then we can have like maybe some barracks, maybe not barracks, but blacksmiths and such over here. Then we have a secondary gate which goes in to this area. We can maybe have some housing. And then bam, castle. You see it? No, no, neither did I. I guess it's not terrible. Not great. But I can see it at least. And the thing is, yeah, it's just about getting a nice skyline with the castle in the background. If we can manage to get that, that would be yippee-ki-yay. And by the way, one more thing people have been asking. Is Lancelotto still working in the stands over here? Is that him? He's been here since pretty much day one. And still alive and thriving. We're on month 299. And the thing is that I left my game running and I went to the stores and I forgot about it. And it was on for a few hours. So yeah, we're still alive and thriving and the game is super forgiving. So that kind of makes me happy. But on the inside over here, so as thinking of it, what do we do? Oh, by the way, we have 50 points. So let's unlock ourselves pretty much the last thing almost. Now, this is the last, is it? Yeah. So we only have the Court of Heroes left to unlock and then the end of the line, I guess. But I was saying on the inside over here, should we? Would we? Could we? Spearmaker's Hut would be a thing. We got the Bowyers. This... Yeah, but then again, having... Like, I guess it would look kind of cool coming into a castle and having like little furnaces over here. Or, yeah, just seeing the blacksmith working and bashing and such. But maybe not. Maybe we should just do like a treasury. No, but just having a building, like a little monument, and making one of those manor houses. The thing is that I wish the taverns, by the way, I wish the taverns had a different designs. Like, I mean, having a thatched roof over here on the inside, not bad, but they do stand out quite a bit in the city. Like, we have the thatched roofs over here, the thatched roof over here, and it's like, you just wish they would blend a little bit better, not having the thatch, I guess. So, maybe not that, and let's just do ourselves a little monument out of... It sounds so boring. But I think this is going to be the best possible outcome. So we come into the castle area and we have like... Pretend that this would be a tavern or an inn of some type. Yeah, let's do something. And then we can have all those buildings over here on the inside instead. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, let's do that. Roof color would be this. Let's just play around with this a little bit. Zip, boom, and bam. A little bit of stables. Yeah, that looks... It's a thing, I guess. So we can move in over here through the main gate, which is situated here, and zip, hello. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it could work. I think this could work. Not too shabby. And we can have all those buildings on the inside instead. Yes, 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 and yes. Are we happy with this? Yeah, I think so. Are we really? Yeah, we are. Of course we are. Look at that beautiful tree even. By the way, did I build this balcony over here? Yes, so there's going to be a beautiful balcony just of that. And the main castle. Let me just check the keep over here. So what do I want to do? Like, I love this shape, but it might be too tiny. Like, I love how, well, it's technically an entrance, but it just gives that a nice little shape over here. Yeah, I don't know. And this might be too tiny. But let's just pretend that this is just the entrance, and then we can play around with this. So boom, that would be a thing, and then maybe even one from the front. And then if we would have the keep, I know there's a balcony, but what if we would snap it with this angle to it? Bring that up so we see a little bit of windows. Yeah, but no, but maybe. And then maybe having this like off here somewhere about. Bear with me, bear with me. Getting shapes. And then even higher up somehow. And then just bunch of random towers. Oh, hello, welcome, 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 and welcome. And you, sweetheart? Wheat? No. I don't have enough. Well, I do, but I'm not giving it away. It's in the eye of the beholder. I think the more shapes we would add to this, the better we would get. And then mix up the different buildings and such. Because I think what we could do here on the side is maybe using those and maybe snap it somehow. Pretty much just to hide away the ugly entrances which we've got here on the sides. I don't think we can, or maybe we can if we just snap it. No, because placing that is going to destroy the shape with the roofing, which I kind of like, so that ain't gonna work. I can't see. Oh, am I blind? No, I can't. No, like it's just like such a grayscale mess. But this could be a thing, and then even connecting to this somehow. Like I love that we can use those keeps and like have a bunch of them, because this could be connecting like here. Bring that even further up somehow. And then that could be going all the way, connecting to the castle somehow. And one more thing we can have is that, let's say this would be the entrance, or the main entrance to the castle area would be this one. They go through this area over here. Then we can have more of those gates. So we could pretty much just funnel people through the whole, so going here, go here, go here, like a little maze. As an extra defense precaution, I guess. Look at those guys. Love them. And by the way, I figured it out. The steel. You can't make steel. The only way to obtain is actually to import it from Castle Harbor. So yeah, not cheap, but we got it. So we're currently producing the pole arms, and next up would be getting some steel swords in and better bows. But yeah, shapes. Yeah, it's not bad. Up or down? That is the question. Okay, enjoy the slideshow. Hide the UI. Yeah, it's a thing. Like angle-wise, this might look really majestic. It's very gray at this point, but I think this might work. And how about, let's see here, can we add the Polish pigeon? Whereabouts is it? Is it this? Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, baby. Might not be the... What have we done? What have I done? I don't even know anymore. Shall we build the castle keep? Yeah, build everything. 1,800 stone and 1,400 smooth stone. Or polished stone, I mean. And then just 800 planks and about 500 tools. We've got this. And then I love that the flag is already there. But then we take it from there, as always, right? Like, hands down, I think that might look really nice on the skyline. Especially having the monastery in the back. How are you looking from the island? Oh yes, oh yes. The only thing is that top over here, it does come. Okay, didn't think about that, because I think what we could do, we could have this either flat, as we have it. Where's my UI? There it is. Or we can have it, let's see here, we could have it with a little roofing. Well, that kind of looks ridiculous. But this might not be. Nah, the flat version is the best version. Yeah. No. There's something special about that flatness. And how about from angles? Let's just see. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's going to be a sight to behold. I mean, it's going to be nice. Okay, it's going to take a while, but let them build that up. And hopefully we will manage. Any peoples? No? Hello, sir. A favor for the best? Host those guys? No, I mean, happiness is up. I just don't want to ruin anything at this stage. So, no, come again soon. And I think the biggest issue for us will actually be the planks. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 sawmills. Nah, we'd be fine. It's so buzzing over here. Jeebus. A lot of stuff has happened. Welcome, people! We need the workforce, so you're more than welcome to join. But look at those guys over here, outside the city walls. So I did add a little few extra houses out here, because we had the forest bits here before. And look at them. Yeah, I know what you guys are saying about having stuff like that outside the city walls. It does kind of look cool. Oh, just look at it! Okay, this is gonna be nice. I hope, at least. From this angle, it's fine. I mean... Bah? Is it great? Nah. Well, it's not great, but... it does have some character. No, I'm liking it. Like, what would I grade? Let me just pause the game a little bit, because it's super framey and slideshowy. But... nah, it's alright. It's a castle! And the thing is that from this angle, the keep actually looks bigger than the castle. But is that a bad thing? Nah, I don't think it is. Do we love it? Yes, we love it. Even people moving in over here. So let's see. I think this building does have every single part which is needed. You've got the castle keep, the treasury, the private quarters, the armory, the mess hall, royal office, provisionaire, and a healing house. So I think we're set. Now this is not bad, and also we have 50 kingdom influence points, so let's unlock the courts of heroes. And how exactly does that work? So this is just a marble statue. Oh, I kind of thought that would be like, I kind of thought that would be like a court or like a building, but it's not. Oh, so it does come with like different statues. And that is the final stretch. Our magnificent king. That is me. I do like the horse for some reason. I mean, that would be kind of cool having, like, maybe not here, but yeah, here. This is just to test it out, okay? So we place that over here and this on top. Not the greatest placements. And how about those? Do they go on here as well, or do they just go on, I don't know. Let me see, the blue banner is part of the monuments. Maybe if we have this, okay. So I guess if we have this one, it's possible to add, or maybe not. Does it go up? Oh, it goes up. Oh, wow. Okay, now I know. Does that go up? That goes up as well. Okay. Yeah, maybe not a big fan. Like, this is kind of cool, like a little bit of Trafalgar Square and Lord Nelson type of deal, yo. I do believe that this is the coolest of them. Are those guys bigger? No, it's a tiny one. Nah, I think I like the horse one. And then maybe just getting a few of those banners on here. Those ones or those ones? That is the question. Now let's go for those ones. One on each side? Please do. Could this become a thing? Yeah. And there's some benches all the way around. Like, it's just a simple thingy. But it just adds a little bit of extra character than just having it placed in the middle of nowhere. And hopefully people are going to be using it. Well, the benches, that is, not the statue. And then just add a few over here as well. Because why not? And by the way, if you can hear my voice, yeah, I'm still a little bit sick. I'm getting better, but yeah, energy low. Not that I'm energetic otherwise, but yeah, it's working. It's not done, but it is working. I like that. And by the way, one neat trick to get the little round shapes is, for example, which I've been using over here, is just getting one of the forester guys, paint a little area, and then pretty much just mark it out like this, right? And then go back in here and pretty much just follow the shapes all the way around this little circle. And then we get a nice shape. Well, maybe not that one, but these are nice. Kind of forgot to design or unsign those. So now we got trees all over the place, but maybe that is not bad. I was thinking benches, but trees could work, I guess. Yeah, so what are we missing for this guy? Pretty much some gold bars and some tools. And how are we doing on the gold smelting? And by the way, don't look at the money. Yeah, we've been buying stuff left and right, and I've been neglecting my population and building a castle instead. But gold bars are being smelted, so that should not be a biggie. Tools, on the other hand, yeah, that is a little bit of a downside, is when people upgrade and downgrade, they require so much materials. Like each house is 40 planks and then they downgrade and yeah, don't get them their things back, I believe. So it is a very costly operation if you mistreat the population. Which I have done. What is this? That is the thinnest house I've ever seen. It's like the one in New York. Kinda, but it's in Keralis port instead. So let them get to this. I want to see this. Well, it's a thing. Is it majestic? Well, people seem to like it, so it's definitely a keeper over here. Nah, it's not bad. It kind of fits the area quite nice. And one thing which I wish was in game was some type of possibility to make squares, like having this all cobblestone, like all the empty spaces or all the grass bits. Because it looks a little bit, well, it's alright. But just outside the castle entrance would be kind of cool having like a big square of some type. But it is what it is. It's not bad. More details could obviously be added to it. But at the end of the day, it has it's a beautiful skyline. It has a presence on the map. And ladies and gentlemen, on that bombshell, I think we will conclude this season. I know, it's going to be big sad. But I think like from this point on, it's just going to be doing the same thing over and over again. Because we have unlocked everything. We've done everything in the game as of now. And will I be back? Yeah. Like with some updates, new stuff added to the game. Like, I love it. Like, this is like one of the coziest games I've ever played, ever. And I love my city builders. Stuff like this would drive me crazy before. Because I'm all about the perfect lines, the bendy shapes, and this huge mess. But nah, it has a charm to it. So what I want to say is a big thank you and a big shout out to every single one of you who's been watching this series throughout the 19 episodes and leaving suggestions and tips and tricks and just being around and hopefully enjoying it. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in Season 2. But we've done plenty. Yeah, we've done. Just look at the view from up here. One of my favorite views. Just seeing this. Chung, chung, chung. Oh, baby. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. And let's end on our good friend Lancelotto, which has been here throughout the whole playthrough. And still alive and thriving. By the way, is he thriving? No, but he's alive. And I guess that is what matters. So we have 809 people. And they are, I guess, semi-happy. So let it be. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. And thank you for being awesome. See you guys in Season 2. Bye, everybody.